pay off my debts. I chose to marry a rich girl. Little did I know it was all a trap set up from the start. During school, because Jung Daeun kept pestering me, asking why. With a dark look, I coldly told him our relation wasn't close enough for me to tell him everything. I turned and walked away. Behind me, Jung Daeun just called out, "Senior." Then someone dumped a bucket of cold water on his head. The guy smiled and said, "Jung Daeun, sorry about that. Didn't see you passing by." He said sorry, but there wasn't a hint of apology in his voice. Suddenly, it felt like everyone was laughing at him, putting him down. At Jung Daeun being bullied, I felt bad for him, but maybe this was the only way he'd back off. Just then, someone grabbed my shoulder. Care about that guy, want me to have everyone pay special attention to him. All my sympathy vanished in that moment. I could only stay away from him to keep him from getting Bai Lanhan's special treatment. But why would I run into this guy here? Just a few days ago, I went to my boss to get an advance on my wages to pay off debts. The boss's demands were hard to accept. In the end, the advance fell through. Thinking about this month's payment gave me a headache. I was scared that if I was late, what would be waiting for me? With no other options, a coworker told me he found me a decent side job. My gut said something was off. If it's such a good gig, why give it to me? Why doesn't he do it himself? My coworker looked hurt, saying they rejected not being good looking enough. That's why I quickly asked what kind of job. He quietly told me it was marriage. I thought, are you crazy? How can marriage be a side job? My coworker, seeing I wasn't interested, explained everything. Turns out some rich girl was being pressured to marry. After refusing several times, she kept getting set up, so she wanted to find someone decent looking to marry. With the impressive pay, I agreed. But I didn't know what was waiting for me. Ever seen a side job where you just and get a huge pile of cash? Well, I jumped on it without hesitation, and after finding a rich girl using her business card, was satisfied with me too. She'd even give me a big allowance every month. I was a bit suspicious. Getting paid this much for one marriage? Do I have to do something else? Yes, don't do anything that could become a stumbling block for my faith. Don't do it. During the contract, substance abuse, everything like that is prohibited, including past. Looking at the contract, my heart, I thought of that incident in middle school. But back then, it wasn't me who bullied her. Besides, this kind of opportunities, can't miss it. I grabbed the pen and quickly signed my name. Didn't see the rich girl's creepy smile behind me. After signing, she gave me some money, told me to go home and meet again in 2 days. I left, the rich girl made a call, told the other person I'd signed the contract, and to follow the rules. After hanging up, the man on the other end stared at a photo on his phone. His eyes complicated. Senior. Right then, I had no idea that after signing, I'd already fallen into the trap. Holding the cash, I excited. The debt and mom's hospital bills were covered. Just then, a car suddenly stopped in front of me. It was that. I don't know why he showed up here, but I still got in the car. Bai Lanhan played with his keys, saying with amusement, "Didn't go to work today." I asked, surprised how he knew. Bai Lanhan looked me up and down, saying mockingly, "Isn't it obvious? So did you get money to pay off your debt? A contract marriage. What's gonna happen between them?" He grabbed my bag and looked inside, opened it to see stacks of cash. He slammed the box shut, demanded, "Did you sell yourself?" His tone had an indescribable. He suddenly grabbed my chin. "If you just come to me, I'd have given you way more." His hand squeezed my jaw so hard. Just as I was about to yell, he covered my lips. I shoved him hard and yelled, "I told you to stop." I wiped my mouth, opened the car door, and then coldly said, "Anyway, I've paid off most of the debt. I'll pay off the rest soon. Leave me alone." I walked away coolly. Bai Lanhan drummed his fingers on the window ledge. He told the driver to investigate Han Qingye, how he got such a huge sum of money. Right, and I regretted giving all my money to Bai Lan. If I'd kept some, I could have invested. Just then, the driver suddenly called out to me, telling me the lady wanted him to take me somewhere. The driver brought me to a luxury apartment. Told me the lady said, "When the contract ends, this apartment will be yours." Told me from now on, I'll live here. Looking at this fancy, I felt like I was dreaming. This kind of place, even working my whole life, I couldn't afford it. Now, just from a marriage contract, it's mine. If I break the contract, I'd have to give the apartment back. I'd have to go back to that cramped exam room. I clenched my fist, determined I absolutely couldn't go back. Soon, the lady and I had our wedding. She introduced me to her family. He separately introduced her brother. Her brother politely extended his hand. "Son, nice to meet you. I'm Jiang Daeon." I didn't catch his name. Only vaguely heard Daoyin. My hand reached out. I felt the guy across from me grip my hand tight. "Uncomfortable," I said. "Got something to say." The man took off his glasses, leaned close. "We've met before. Don't remember me, senior?" I was immediately threatened by those two words, senior. Brought back those memories. Shocked, I asked, "You're Jung Daeon?" Jung Daeon's eyes lowered. What a surprise. Thought senior had long forgotten someone like me. Doxy, seeing we knew each other. Let us chat while she went to find friends. I reached out wanting to stop doxing, but I knew what my position was. I had no right to interfere with the lady's business. Jung Daeon asked me to go somewhere quiet to talk. In a quiet hallway. My mind was a mess. Impatiently I asked, "Weren't you living with your mom? How'd you end up connected to Doxy?" Jung Daeon said, "Are you questioning me? You're the one who should be explaining." Hearing his tone made me annoyed. "What exactly do you want to say? How have you been? Such a late reach." "Sorry, want me to say that?" Hearing this, Jung Daeon laughed. "Senior, whether it's the old you or now, you're really something. Shouldn't you kneel down and explain your side? Apologize and beg for my forgiveness? I remember the marriage contract terms. Can't let this become leverage against you. I raised my voice and asked, "What did I do wrong to you?" "No proof, don't accuse me." I lowered my head, could feel his burning gaze from above. "Thanks for congratulating us on our marriage." After saying that, I forced myself to try. After just a few steps, I heard Zhang Dayon behind me say, "What if there is proof?" My steps stopped. Shocked, I asked what he said. Zhang Dayon stepped closer again. "I'm not an idiot. How could I not have any evidence?" I asked indifferently. "How's that possible?" He approached me and slammed his hand on the wall behind me. I flinched in fear. "If you didn't do anything wrong, why are you scared?" His face slowly moved, stopping at my ear. "Come see for yourself." Only waited till then he left. I stayed there, teeth clenched, a body trembling. If there's evidence, I'm screwed. Is he bluffing? I glanced over at Jing Dayon in the distance. What did he see? For money, I gave him my body, just hoping after he's satisfied he'll delete the photos. Jing Dayon got closer and closer. "So close, our braids met. I want you, senior." What he said wasn't clear. I was about to demand answers, but he suddenly covered my mouth, he pounding on his shoulders. When we separated, I yelled, "What are you doing? I'm your brother-in-law. Senior, you have two choices. Go back to before, or listen to me." I clenched my fist. "If I do what you want, delete the photos right now." Zhang Dayon agreed, but I had to listen to him. He told me to do. I had to do. At a huge sum of money, I gave it. I took off my, hoping he'd keep his word. After a night together, watching me sleep, Zhang Dayon's hand about to touch my face suddenly stopped. This face, this person made him love and hate. Because of the person who just became so intimate with him, he lost the mother he depended on. Back then, he was locked in a warehouse after school. He pounded on the door, hoping someone passing by would help. He pounded for a long time. He slid down to the floor. His phone was taken. Didn't know what time it was. Mom must be worried. After who knows how long, the door creaked open from outside. Qing Yan peeked in, told him to come out. "Senior, did you come to help me?" Qing Yan shook off his hand. "Stop flattering yourself. There won't be a next time." Then turned and left. But when he got home, he found his mom lying on the floor, not moving. He screamed hysterically. "Mom's gone. She'd passed out a long time ago before anyone found her. The doctor said it was a heart attack. If only they found her early and got her to the hospital." Damn it. If he hadn't been locked in that warehouse, this wouldn't have happened. Mumiaman's key. So he can't forgive. Just hoping after he's satisfied he'll delete the photo. Zhang Dayon got closer and closer. "So close, our breaths met. I want you, senior." I was about to demand answers, pounding on his shoulders. When we separated, I yelled, "What are you doing? I'm your brother-in-law. Senior, you have two choices. Go back to before, or listen to me." I clenched my fist. "If I do what you want, delete the photos right now." Zhang Dayon agreed, but I had to listen to him. Whatever he told me to do, I had to do. I gave in, hoping he'd keep his word. Watching me sleep, Jing Dayon's hand about to touch my face suddenly stopped. This face, this person made him love and hate. He lost the mother he depended on. Back then, he was locked in a warehouse after school. He pounded on the door, hoping someone passing by would help. He pounded for a long time. He slid down to the floor. His phone was taken. Didn't know what time it was. Mom must be worried. After who knows how, the door creaked open from outside. Qing Yan peeked in, told him to come out. His voice choked up. "Senior, did you come to help me?" Qing Yan shook off his hand. "Stop flattering yourself. There won't be a next time." Then turned and left. But when he got home, he found his mom lying on the floor, not moving. He screamed hysterically. "Mom's gone. She'd passed out a long time ago before anyone found her." The doctor said it was a heart attack. Said only they found her earlier and gotten her to the hospital. 越来越上，少凶so he can't forgive.